All right. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, like I said, we're going to do an update on the 1945 F1 pickup. So we'll flip you around so you can see. Obviously behind me is my dad's Plymouth. That's, it's like heart and joy. But we'll flip it around to the project you've been waiting for. All right. Right now, like I said, it's all blown apart from the last video, from what you've seen. So it's a big difference. It's been the bodywork stage, smoothing everything out. We went with a test paint, as you can tell. That's why it's half and half, whatever. But it's a single coat of green and single coat of base coat right now, just to get a test paint and see what the color will be. But that's what we are. We have tomorrow I will be taking the oil pan out of this motor to put a new sub pump, rear sub pump oil pan in it. This is out of a 78, 79 Mustang. I forget what exact year it was. But anyway, there's the motor mount that has to go into it to make it actually bolt into the truck. There's little cups that go on the end of that bolt into the side of the frame, so that way you can remove the cross member later on. The transmission, I put an AOD automatic in it, so I took that. I'm taking that back out because I'm putting a T5 transmission back in it, because I'd rather a manual anyway than an automatic. The truck was factory a manual, so I'm going to keep it that way. Obviously, you can tell by the pedals coming up through the floor. Two of them. The floor, we just got done. It's a little dusty, dirty. Obviously, you can't, tell. It's just whatever there, but they've been patched, or not patched, but replaced. I do have a little bit more replacing to do up here, obviously, as you can tell, which ain't so bad. It's almost done. I have a brand new floor pan cover there that goes over that. I will have to cut a hole in it for the 5-speed to come up through. But then I have a seat upstairs, all that. We did all the cab corners on this. They were pretty bad, so we put all brand new metal, which it's all there, So that's all solid metal. It's just, all this is just not Bondo. It's just a little skim coat to take some of the waves out of the original metal. So, like I said, there's still a couple little of low spots that we have to finish sanding out and making right again. We still have a lot more body work to do. It's not, it's not going to be a show truck by no means. But, trying what I have, what my skill level is. It's, like I said, been a long project. Been a long project. I've had this truck now for, I want to say, almost going on 20 years. And it's been, the hardest part's been finding parts and getting what I want done to it. The truck has 10,000 original on it. I have the original cluster, which will be used in the truck. I just had to make a 6-volt conversion. I mean, I've gotten all new wiring for it, so it'll all be 12 volt, all new 12 volt wiring going through the old truck. I have new fenders, new running boards. It'll all be ready to go. I just have to get going on it. Obviously, it's blackout on a Friday. Got out of work, just got down here so I can start working on it again. Yeah, and like I said, it's gonna be a project, and hopefully you guys will follow along and like the progress. I mean, it's been fun for me to do it. I've never restored a car in my life. I've worked on them my whole life, never fully nut and bolt restoration, so this will be my first. And yeah, they're hard to find. The old trucks, you can't really can't really get them anymore. That's the whole thing. I mean, you can, but unless you're going out west, which I live up north, so it's not, you know, feasible for me to go out west to get parts, because, you know, it's just whatever there. But I'll show you the other side. And then, like I said, we have motor upgrades coming. They will be soon, maybe in the next video when I get down here to do it. Like I said, the main thing is to change the oil pan this time around, and then I'll get it all out. I don't know how I'm gonna record it and do it at the same time. I'll try to figure that out, but if not, I'll do another update video just to give you an update on how it went and what it looks like. Be back around so you can see the other side of it. Like I said, this is just a test paint, and I still have, you know, more welding and stuff to do. That was just to get it tacked in there right now. But like I said, we did the cowls. Those are all brand new metal. Did all that again. Like the cab corners on this side again, still the same thing. It's all metal. No Bondo. I'm not trying to do Bondo. I don't like Bondo. This is, like I said, the little bit here is just a little skim coat, so it's not horrible, but it won't be. You won't notice it. You'll be able to tap on it and know it's metal, not Bondo. I can't stand Bondo. The hood, of course, you know, we still gotta do all that and sand it, paint it. Originally, the guy I got it from was going to go orange, I guess, or something like that. I don't know why. I mean, hey, I'm going a polar opposite, I guess, and going lime green. So, well, I guess it's a Mercedes green. So it's yeah, Mercedes green with the pearl in it. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but there's some pearl in her. But again, this is just one coat and one coat of clear, just to pick a color, because that's the Mercedes green, and this is like a Chrysler green down here. I did two different test panels when I did it. Obviously, this was just painted in a garage, you know. But I got a paint booth that'll be setting up this spring to put it into the paint booth and actually do a good job on the paint. So, especially with the price of paint nowadays. I know I could send it out and pay, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 for a cheap paint job, but hey, you know, I'm doing it myself, and I want to paint it myself, so that's what it's gonna be. And if it messes up, I guess I'll send it out down the door, down the door, and get it painted. So that'll be good. And I guess, yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave off for now. Make sure you like and hit that subscribe button. See you guys on the next one. Bye. Alright guys, actually I instead of leaving off this video, figured show you some of the parts that I got. I got the front grille, all brand new. The front fenders, all fiberglass, all brand new. Rear fenders, all brand new, all fiberglass. Those are. Got the original wood, new slats, a bunch. And then, like I said, the bed on it, I have made the decision to make a purchase because obviously the original bed was beyond repair. Maybe I'll try to fix it later on. Who knows? But we'll see about that one. But anyway, this is the bed that's going on the truck. We have it all sitting right here. I know there's a bunch of crap on it right now, but I have to get it. But this is the bed that is going to be going on it. I got it all mocked up, ready to go. I do have to finish welding a little bit at the front, to finish that up, and then I could start getting it down and priming it and getting it all ready. But we're gonna do this. The fenders obviously go there. They stick out good foot off the side of the bed. So they'll be on the sides. You know, I still do the original fenders, which I am going to try to repair. But for the time being, I wanted to get the truck up and running. It's been a while. Like I said, it's just been one hectic thing after another, and I've just been putting it off to the side. Sorry, recording. I'm just stepping over a bunch of crap. But the original fenders, which are metal, you know, they are, like I said, I do want to eventually get them back, but I have to sandblast them because the original owner, I don't know what they did to them, so I got to sandblast them down and see what's metal is actually behind it and see if they're even usable still. Hopefully they are, because later on I'll set the paint booth up again and hit them with the green paint, and then it'll match the other trucks, or match the truck, so I can just put them on and have original metal fenders. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. I do have a seat that I have to get reupholstered. Yeah, all new wood that goes under the bed to mount it. I have all new wood to go under the cab of it that I have to jack up and get out. But right now I just left the old crappy wood in there because it's been sitting there, and I figured whatever, it wouldn't hurt it to get painted or anything like that before I did all that. But obviously I'll have the cab and everything off the truck to paint it, so I just have to do that. But and then tomorrow I have to address, which I have to bolt my T5 and clean it up, and I have to eventually take off this end to put a hydraulic throwout bearing on it. So I'll have to go through that and make sure that's all tip top, and then I'll have to bolt my bell housing to it to get that, which is over there in the corner. I got to dig out, so that'll be fun tomorrow. Actually, I should probably do that now before I lose track. But all I know is it's cold out here. It's like 20 something degrees right now, so I have to turn the heater on and get warm. But yeah, so like I said, I forgot, like I said, the front of the bed, before I got sidetracked over there, I had to like I said, just finish welding it up and making sure it's all set and go. And then I got the filler panels that they factory come with between the side of the bed and the frame rail, so it'll take up the gap in between the bed and the frame, so it looks right from the factory anyway. But yeah, so hopefully, like I said, sorry again, say it again, but you know, I gotta do like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.